Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Taurus, this is your December monthly reading. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Your energy of the people, person, situations surrounding you for the rest of December. Could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possibly a Pisces. Don't forget it's a general reading. It may not resonate for all of you. Please feel free to check out your other placements if you like. This one is focusing on my Taurus viewers. Anyone with strong Taurus placement in their chart. What is going on with you guys for the month of December? If you enjoy the reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment as well. I read all the comments. Try to reply to as many as I can, as I have time to. Taurus, what's going on? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. I think Aries got this as well. You could be dealing with an Aries. We've got the Ten of Swords. We've got the Hangman. Queen of Cups here. Page of Cups. I believe Aries got that as well. And the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Nine of Cups. Let's see if we can get a card for overall advice. Any overall advice, final messages, positive affirmation, anything else that Taurus needs to know for the month of December 2020. What does Taurus need to know? Any other messages, please, for Taurus for December? We've got the Fool, beautiful energy. Absolutely amazing. And Page of Water, Page of Cups wanted to come out again on the bottom of the deck there. So definitely some kind of emotional communication, I feel, is coming in. A sort of little spark of something new, perhaps. Let's see where it takes us. Taurus, I'm really getting a very strong sense that there is some kind of repetitive cycle going on, some kind of repetitive story, repetitive cycle that keeps playing itself over and over again. Maybe there's something you're working towards and it's just not working out, and then you keep having to start from square one again, or go back to the drawing board, but then you just keep going, even when maybe it's not good for you or it's not the right thing to do. There could also be a situation where it's like just the same thing keeps coming back up again. It's like that repetitive energy of the same type of argument, the same type of disagreement that you have with someone. I feel like maybe there's, for some of you, someone is surrounding you in December and you two are just not quite seeing eye to eye for some reason. And maybe this is resulting in some kind of disagreement, but I feel like it just keeps repeating itself. I feel like nothing ever completely gets resolved with you and this person. You're coming across here as the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So it's almost like, to me, what sort of intuitively jumped out at me straight away was that this is you, Taurus. You are working super hard, super diligently towards something. I feel like maybe in many areas of your life, you're just working very, very hard at the moment. 2020 has been a very intense, difficult year for obvious reasons for so many people. But Taurus, you've just sort of gotten on with things. You've put your head down. You've tried to do the best you can. And I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities and you've had to work very hard, and you feel responsible for a lot of different people, a lot of different things in your life: work, career, finances, and your romantic connections. There's a lot you've been responsible for. And you're really in that energy of just keep going, keep plodding along, keep working hard, just keep your head down and keep at it. That normally, is an amazing quality that you guys have, your ability to just focus on the task at hand and, work hard and do what needs to be done and get after it. And that's, that makes you guys very successful a lot of the time. In this situation, however, I feel as though it might be a little bit to your detriment because you're really working hard on something that just kind of keeps failing or keeps blowing up in your face. And I feel like you're dealing with an individual who perhaps The relationship can be quite volatile, and it's sort of like high highs and low lows. And I feel like the verbal exchanges between you guys can get very heated and tense as well. And this person has a lot to say, and it literally, when they get angry or when they get upset, or when it's, when it's a sort of high drama situation, it feels like you're literally getting stabbed in the back by this person sometimes, or they're like stabbing that sort of dagger through your heart, and they can have words that are very, very hurtful. And there are times when you just feel like you want the situation to be over and done with. You think that's it, it's all over. I can't deal with this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I've been working so hard towards this. Nothing I do seems right. I'm not getting the outcome that I want. It's almost like I get so close, and then there's a big setback, and it ends up being this Ten of Swords energy. But I feel as though you haven't wanted to let it go for some reason. And I feel like you haven't wanted to let this person go because the attraction is there. And like I said, with the Nine of Cups energy here, when it's good, it's amazing. When it's good, it feels like it's an absolute dream. It's an absolute wish fulfillment. It's a wish come true with this person. You feel like this person, is the one. You feel like you two get along so well. There can be a lot of happiness here. A lot of love, a lot of happiness, but it's almost, again, it never quite reaches that end point of fulfillment. When you want to go from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups, that final, long-term happiness, it ends up turning into the Ten of Swords. It just never reaches that final destination. Look at what's right underneath that. This is what you want, Taurus. You want that Ten of Cups, and that just means, complete emotional fulfillment. You want whatever that means for you. In the Ten of Cups in the traditional tarot, it ends up, it's a happy family here. It's a couple together. They're looking at everything they've created. They've got their little house in the background. The kids are playing. It's, happiness doesn't always look like that for everybody, but the point is, it's whatever is going to make you completely emotional fulfilled. And you want a balanced connection. You want something where there's equal give and take. You want something where you want the type of relationship where you're understood, or where there's mutual understanding between two people. You want it to be, in a sense, innocent. You want it to be joyful. You want it to have that sort of childlike sense of joy and wonder to the connection. But yeah, you want a balanced connection where you two understand each other. You two understand each other. You have the same goals, values. There's an equal give and take. That's what you want. That's the ultimate goal, but you're just not quite there yet, because when you try and get to that point, it just somehow ends up in an argument or a disagreement. Something sets that off, and you just don't quite make it, and it ends up going from, I'm almost there, I've almost reached my ultimate level of happiness and fulfillment with this person, I've been working so hard towards it, I feel like I've been doing all the right things, I feel like you're really trying to do things the right way with this person. Taurus, you're trying to go about things in the right way, and you're working really hard towards it, and you've invested a lot of time, possibly a lot of money as well. And it just doesn't quite make it. It somehow just ends up blowing up in your face. When we look at the energy of the person surrounding you, we've got the Hangman and the Queen of Cups here. So this person has a very, very deep level of emotion for you. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or they could have strong water in their chart. Doesn't have to be. Even though there are no Wands cards in this reading, but just with what came through intuitively, I feel like you're dealing with someone who can be quite passionate and dramatic at times, I feel. And even though they have this sort of energy, which doesn't necessarily convey a very passionate, dramatic type situation, it's coming from somewhere. And this person really needs to gain a new perspective, because I feel like you two are just not on the same page when it comes to certain key things, and it ends up being a lot of, or resulting in a lot of misunderstandings between the both of you. This person, whilst they may have taken a step back, because sometimes hangman is, someone taking a bit of a step back, a bit of a time out. Whilst they have maybe, for some of you, taken a bit of a step back, the emotions run very deep with them. The emotions run very deep. With the Queen of Cups here, again, male, female, doesn't matter. As we can see, she's got that big cup of emotion there, but she's keeping a tight lid on it. She's not necessarily wearing her heart on her sleeve. She's not expressing it fully. She knows how to sort of keep certain things close to her chest. But it is a person that you're dealing with, Taurus, who is a little bit more emotional than you are. They are someone who is ruled by their emotions. They're going to make all their decisions based on what emotionally feels right to them, what intuitively sort of feels right to them, not so much the logical best choice. But you know what? They're trying. I feel like they are trying to gain that different perspective, because you're just coming at them in that real sort of practical, rational, logical type way, and that's just not how this person operates. And that could be why these sort of misunderstandings are happening here. I feel like you're going to have to try and relate to this person a little bit more on their level, and they're having to gain a different perspective to try and communicate with you better as well. So even if it doesn't seem like they're doing that, they are trying to gain a different perspective on the situation, because the emotions are there for them. The emotions are there for them. And again, that mutual energy here, bottom of the deck, we've got that 9 of Cups closely followed by the 10. So they want this as well. They want it. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to see that everyone wants to be happy. Everyone wants what's going to fulfill them at the end of the day emotionally. So you both want, you have the same end goal in mind. I think it's just the way of communicating and the way you go about it together just somehow doesn't gel, and it ends up being, very dramatic at times. When we look at the outcome, again, very interesting. We've got the Page of Cups here and the 4 of Swords. So I feel as though communicating true, deep feelings with this person has been a challenge. It's been a challenge for you, Taurus, and you're not normally someone who, you're not incapable of having a conversation about, your emotions and your deeper feelings. But for some reason with this person, it ends up being a little bit difficult, and maybe you're a little bit scared, but I feel like you're going to come to this person at some point in December with some kind of emotional communication, which is going to be more at their level. You're going to sort of gear things towards them, but it's going to mean that there's a period of, once again, withdrawal, self-reflection. And I don't know if this is you or them. It could be both of you, but I feel like once you have this conversation, a little bit of there's going to be, well, not a little bit, there's going to be a lot of thinking that needs to be done. I think a lot of self-reflection. It's possible that you've had some kind of counseling with this person, maybe, or maybe you've even, read some kind of a book or read some kind of advice when it comes to relationships, or you're just, watching these kind of videos, trying to gain some more clarity around the situation, and trying to go through strategies and communication tools and things like that with this person to try and get things back on track. And I think that that's going to mean the both of you really need to sort of take a step back and think about things and think about the future direction and reassess what it is that you want to achieve out of this connection. Because at the moment, something's stopping you both from getting to that 10 of Cups situation, and you need to figure that out. Overall advice here, guys, because, for those of you who this resonated with, it is a little bit of a tricky sort of volatile situation. I know there are times when you felt amazing and there are times when you felt very, very low in this connection. But the overall advice here is it is safe to take a risk. it's safe to take a risk and just jump right in and leap into something new. Whether that's trying something completely new with this person, a new beginning with this person, or whether this is a new beginning in a completely new direction with someone else. Because some of you may just decide that it's not worth it anymore. It's time to, take that hard work somewhere where it's going to be appreciated, and somewhere where someone's really going to understand you and be on the same page, and not cause a big emotional drama, a big verbal argument every time that something goes wrong, or there's a miscommunication or a misunderstanding between you both. It's safe to take a leap in a new direction. For those of you who want to completely move on to something new, maybe that's going to be the best thing for you. But it's time to start fresh. It's time to start fresh. After a period of self-reflection, it's time to try something new, whether that be a completely new way of communicating, new strategy with this person, or whether that's going off in a new direction. But something's going to change, because both of you are actually, I feel, trying to look at things from another perspective, and things are actually getting through to your person, whether you know it or not. Because I think they have a very emotionally kind of dramatic style of speaking and communicating. It's not coming across, but they're actually really trying to gain a new perspective on this situation, because the emotions run deep. There are deep emotions there for you. They don't want to let this go, because they have the 10 of Cups in mind as well. It's just a matter of how are you two going to get there. So Taurus, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you again for watching.